Hello, Spin Snakeo here with another figure review. This time we've got the Marvel Legends Mojo series Falcon, baby. Now there's a variant of this one, and I'm not sure which is the variant and which is the official. This one seems to be the most common one, and it's the one I've picked up off eBay quite recently because I wanted to make an ultimate Falcon from the base. Kind of a bit bummed as I've just looked online and seen the variant of this figure, and I actually would have preferred the variant as it's a lot easier to use and it has longer wings, which would have been much cooler. But you know, I got this guy and he's the second one of these I've had, and it's fundamentally a pretty decent figure, I suppose, kind of. It's basically an Iron Fist base body with some tweaks and twerks here and there. Now this is, like I said, the second one that I've got, and I got this loose off of eBay. Didn't come with the eagle, but as I said, the second one I had this anyway, so I figured I'd add it on and show it in my little review. The Falcon, not eagle, sorry, is actually really nicely painted. It's got some great dry brush going on the feathers there, some nice sculpting in the actual the face and the design of it. It's actually really nice, you know. And yeah, I'm not sure what else I can really say. It's nice. If you actually kind of zoom in a bit on the paint, it looks a bit like messy, but from afar it looks really nice. And very happy with this. The amount of gripe is it comes with this like bit here to peg in his back, and this just does not want to stay in his back. I've tried for God knows how long before I started this video, I just couldn't get the bloody thing on. But whatever, moving on to the actual figure. Like I said, it is just very simply a Iron Fist body mold minus the grooves for his little collar thing, and the tweaks are he's got gloves on instead of those little kind of lines where his kind of jumpsuit ends. These lines are on here, which Iron Fist doesn't have. He has like I said, grooves. Actually, I think he does have them lines. And his feet are like feathery. Don't know if you can see that. It's kind of like they look a bit strawy, kind of feathery, which I think is weird. Why have that? But yeah, and then obviously a different face sculpt and different feet. But fundamentally, like I said, the same thing. Now the wings, they're actually pretty cool. They're actually attached to the bicep, and they're attached to the glove, which makes articulating very weird. I thought I loosened that. It doesn't want to turn. Like I said, I got this loose off eBay. This one I think is glued in place. This one I think needs to be popped, but I'm not going to do that now. But it was very weird because kind of like you can only turn it and you get catch on this, and it's like, dang it. And then the wings catch on the side, and yeah, it's kind of very weird. It's a weird kind of thing, but when you've got wings like that, I'm not sure what else you can really do. Look at the back of the figure. It's got some nice paint detail, bit of shading here. It's got like this little blue here, which kind of, I don't know how well that's coming up on camera. See if I can zoom in and show it. There you go, you can see it now without that light. You see the blue, and if you look on the front of him, he's got a little like paint drop of blue right on his crotch. Which I think is pretty cool, pretty funny. Some nice detail, bit of smearing. The paint's not the neatest I've seen, but the shading in the legs is quite nice. Overall, it's quite a nice figure. It's a bit, these things I always thought were weird. Whose body does that? Who comes out like this? They should either be further in or not. What I used to do is I used to cut these off and just be done with it. But anyway, let's go over his articulation. Now the head is on a ball disc, so it can go up all that way, down all that way, and then you have a full 360-degree rotation. No rocker or anything like that. The shoulders are on butterfly but going upwards, so they can come out a bit like that. And then you've got ball discs in there, so they can go up to just there. Full 360 around, minus the catching on the wings. Bicep rotation, full 360 around, again catching on the wings. Double in the elbow. Now normally it comes with a glove rotation just here, and then a hand pivot from wrist there to there, and then finger articulation. Pretty decent ab crunch, I must say. It's one of the reasons why I like these figures. go forward all that way and back all that way. So that's really one of the best ab crunches I can think of, to be honest. A waist cap, full 360 degree, and then you have the kind of hips, which I love so freaking much at that angle. So he's got a Spartan of that, and then a wiggle and a split of that. Pretty good split. Upper thigh rotation, full 360 degree, double bend in the knee. Then you've got a boot cut 360 degree. Then you've got an ankle point from that to that, toe point from that to that, and then you have an ankle pivot from that to that. So all in all, actually a really decent figure, and I don't know if I'm going to use him after all for my base for my Ultimate Falcon. I need to kind of work on those wrists to get the gloves off. But yeah, like I said, all in all, I do think he's a pretty good figure. If I just get them to stand, and then I'll do a size comparison, or at least a height comparison. There we go. Grab the trusty old tape measure. Stands almost exactly just over 6 inches. I've got my custom Goku here, which is actually fundamentally the same body mold, minus he's got some, I think it was Sinister 6 Spider-Man hips. Short of that, it's just Iron Fist. So you can see with some epoxy over top. But yeah, anyway guys, there you go. That's my Marvel Legends Mojo series. Couldn't think which series it was there. Falcon. Pretty decent figure. Nice to have in the Avengers that's going around, and he's become quite a more and more popular character. I noticed he was in that old TV show which my nieces and nephews watch, Superhero Squad. He was in that. He's quite a big character in that. He's in the new Avengers Assemble series. He's pretty good in that. I quite like him in that. So yeah, pretty decent. One last thing I will say is he's got quite a like menacing like a menacing face mold, and I would just want to show you, here's what the actual variant looks like. So yeah, like you can see, that's like I said, there's my my review for the Marvel Legends Mojo Falcon. Pretty good figure, great to have in your collection. Anyway guys, thanks a lot for watching. It's just going to doing a quick little review here. Please leave any comments below. I was going to say please subscribe below. Please leave any comments below, please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.